Hello, John.
Hello, Patrick.
How are you today, sir?
I'm fine, thank you very much. And yourself?
I'm doing very well. And on behalf of all the colonials here, happy Independence Day.
I was going to say Happy 4th of July.
I've now time-stamped this video for all time, but that's okay because we're gonna have a good time. So welcome to anybody tuning in on this after the fact. Of course, this is our third game in our rematch of the Stalingrad Campaign, which is Scenario 45 from Combat Commander Europe, from the Stalingrad Battle Pack, of course. Just for those keeping track at home, I am 0 and 5 against John. I'm looking for my first win. Today might be the day, or I could go 0 and 6. We just don't know. Hope springs eternal for me, I guess. What do you say?
Well, hope always springs eternal. And looking at the position, I don't know. It's always possible.
This is the plainest of the plain maps, with the exception of the one other desert map that I know of, with just two sides
Exactly.
staring at each other. This is going to be a race for the top of the Mamayev Kurgan, it would seem. Why don't we, as we do each and every time, let you walk us through the setup process here. I've already placed my reinforcements down there that I carried over from the last one, so that will save me a little bit of time. But otherwise, I will hand it to you to walk us through it.
Okay. So the first thing, as usual, is the map configuration, where I draw a card and the white die designates the Russian side. I get a 6. The Russian side is on the left.
So I get the right side here. Okay.
Next, spreading devastation. Seeing as this is the third scenario in the campaign, we have 12 hexes of rubble to place. And that's done by random hexes, starting with the Germans doing 6 and the Russians doing 6.
Here are my 6 rubble hexes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
So none of the objectives. So that might be interesting. I will now place all these rebels. Okay, I'll let you go ahead and increase those. There you go. All right.
Right, next we've got year of nationality and troop quality, which are already decided as with the last scenario. My troops are elite. Oh, and yours are conscript, green.
That is sorry. That is very
Right.
sorry.
Yes. Now we have objectives. Follow RS4 as written for each battle in the campaign. So we have objectives to draw. So I'll let you draw the open one.
All right. Hopefully not 5. It is not 5, but 3 is worth 3. And I will draw my secret.
Campaign forces. The next thing is we do the orders of battle. So the first thing we can do is get our headquarters platoon out. So that's the command platoons. Next, we have to choose our regimental platoons. Well, you've only got one left to choose from. I think you've got Schrader. I think you've got Schrader and Bierman.
Yes, that is correct. Schrader and Bierman. We want to do
Right.
the usual.
Yep.
Okay.
And I think we should also, just in case you win this scenario, we should also enter our choices into Discord
Yes.
after the reveal to make sure that we don't lose track of what's being chosen.
Yes, and I will go back through the previous videos and see what I picked from the text box, and then I will keep track of this. I did not realize that I mean, of course, it makes sense that they're finite, so you use them, you don't get them again. Uh, so
Unless they come back as
unless they come back,
reinforcement.
right? Exactly. Okay. I will.
Right, I'm ready.
Okay, let me do that. All right, here we go. One,
1, 2, 3, go. Initial VP cost of forces. So you must pay for this, your squad, your platoon, and your reinforcements.
I believe that is 10 for Schrader's squad and 15 for the reinforcements. So 15 VP coming to you. So I'll do that. 2, 3.
And I spent 6 on the SMG platoon and 10 on the Guards Rifle platoon for 16 plus 7 for the reinforcements is 23. So that gives you 8 points. Right, so you get to make a support roll.
A support roll, you say? Alright. I've reset my deck, so here's my support roll for 1942. It's an 11. So we can get Captain Whaling. I can get a weapon team with an IG-33 gun. I can get a Pioneer with satchel charges. I can get in another elite rifle. And that is all. I will get 2 33 guns.
Wow.
We love the heavy artillery. So I'll give you 6 points. Let's see what we can do with these things.
Right, and they go with your initial force and not your reinforcements, obviously.
Okay. That. And we'll pull the weapons. IG-33. Because they throw smoke. Alright. I've done my support roll.
There's no more support rolls. Posture. Well, I'm the attacker, obviously, so I'll deal with that. And you're the defender. Fortifications. Follow RSI as written for each step of the campaign. So at this stage, you've got 2 victory points to spend on fortifications.
And these would go out after your setup.
Correct. Anything that you buy at this stage.
Right. I'll buy 3 trenches. So that's 2 victory points to you. Right there. Put them out here. Just as a reminder, they're after. Okay.
Now it's extensive fortifications. We can now spend our discretionary fortification points, which mine stand at 7 and yours stands at 7. So we both got 7 points to spend. And the German player first, so you get to purchase any discretionary fortifications first.
Okay. I'm going to buy 18 wire.
18 wire.
Yes, for 6 points.
Wow. You're determined.
I figured this is the last one either way. Well, I mean, I don't know either way, but you know what? I'm going to go with 18 wire. We're going to make this wide open field very sticky. So I will not pull them all out. I'll just count out 18 as I go.
Anything else? That's 6. You've got 1 point left.
I might as well. Well, no, I'll leave that one for just in case there's another scenario. Get some foxholes.
Right. Okay. I've got a lot of men. I'm going to spend 2 points on the strong point and 2 points on 6 foxholes. That leaves me 3 discretionary points. So I'll just put that in. Okay. The next step is setting up. Follow RSG steps 10 through 16 as written. So we start off with defender sets up. So you set up your purchase units and weapons. So you have to set up everything except your trenches at this stage.
Alright, I'm going to pause it here while I mull. Completed my initial setup, so I will hand it to John to do his asset roll. He was praying mightily for a radio. Let's see if those prayers are answered.
So I make a roll. I get a 10, which I got last time, which delivers no radio.
Oh no! There will be IG-33s raining down, but not from off-map. Okay, so we'll pause it here. John can take care of his setup, and then we will continue on. right.
So it's you to place your reinforcements on the track, and they go in one space.
All right. Yeah, I can get all 7 into one, so we will do that. Put them there. And I'll put my trenches out. Put one there, and one there. Okay.
Right, I put these units on the reinforcement track, and these units on the reinforcement track. Oh, I've got to place my fortifications. Sorry about that. I think, as you can see, it's fairly obvious what I'm doing.
Human wave? Yes. Just to confirm for folks watching at home, the rubble here does not create a blind hex.
Correct.
Okay. When you first started doing that and they were in the open, and I was like, oh no. Then you put the bunkers and everything, so I figured you had a plan.
So that's it. So as always, Patrick, good luck, but not too much.
Thank you, sir. Good luck to you, but not too much. I am drawing my 4 cards. Oh, let's review, because you did all this while we were not recording. John has set the sudden death there at 7. Our surrender levels, mine is at 6, which was so critical last time. And John is at 14. I've got the 3 victory points on my side. And as per usual, I've got 3 orders. John has 4. He's the attacker. I'm the defender. And we are ready to roll. You've got the initiative card, so you get the first movement.
And I start off by playing a fire order, activating all of these guys, and I'll target there with a humongous fire group for 8 command 10 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 additional is 21. Minus 1 for the height is 20. Fire 20. 20 and 6 is 26.
And we are 12. 12 plus. Sniper check! Alright, pull the urban. Go ahead and pull the urban sniper out while I check. And it is of no use, so it'll be 1 on the German side. I'm going to play a light wounds.
That's a point to me.
Yep, so go ahead and take your point. We're going to break them down to
A green team.
a green team. But they're not broken though, right?
Correct.
Right, okay. So we'll do the deploy on them. And take 1 off the side. There we go.
Yep, it doesn't go in the casualty chart
Right.
because it was a light wounds.
Okay. And now Vogel, 14 and 6, 20, so he will break as well.
Next, the light mortar will fire there at range 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a miss. Next order. Play in advance. Activate all of these guys except Corporal Gordov. They're going there, 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 and there. Next order. Clean up. Draw 1, 2, and it's you.
Do a fire order. And it's going to be everyone here within Vogel's range.
Mm-hmm.
We'll start with the. Make sure I got line of sight. I do have line of sight. So
And
the
where?
G33 is going to target there. At range 7, 6. So it is a 6 range. I need a 7 or better. I get it with an event. And the event is Suppress a unit. Well, I will suppress.
That's an airstrike in this.
Oh, that's right. Okay. That is right. So the Stukas have come in. Here's the hex. Well, that's very nice. We will break Bikovitz and the SMG. Alright, so now it's the fire attack is 12 plus 1 for height is 13. 13 plus 5 is 18.
Right, I've got 6 and 9. 6 and 12 is good with time.
Unbelievable, John.
They're suppressed with time unless I re-roll it. But I won't. I may as well take it. So they're suppressed, and it's a time. It's a time check. So advance the time marker. You take a victory point.
All right. Axis gets VP. We have reinforcements. I have reinforcements. All right.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. They're in the wrong space. Do you mind if I adjust them?
Yours? That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
They should have been like that.
I figured we were both coming in at the same time. And,
I'm the inactive player, so I set mine up first.
Oh, okay. I don't know that it's going to make too much of a difference, but that's
how it's done.
I agree. We do it by the book, Spock.
Unless we make mistakes, which I've noticed
we just make it up as we go.
Which I've noticed are quite common.
Nah. Just imagine if I wasn't playing with you. Good gosh.
I'll put that there. I'll put them and him there. And you place yours.
Well, that changes everything now. Instead of the 1, I will put it there instead. Alright, go ahead and reset your deck. You got the 18, so now Bikovitz needs to do his. Looks like you double clutched. There you go.
He's dead. So that's 3 points to you.
Okay. Alright, now the light machine gun. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll take the light machine gun downhill. This one here is 4, 5 with elevation. I will use the urban sniper. Make it 7 to the same target. 7 plus 8, 15.
I've got 5. 5 and 9.
Really
take
close.
2 more points.
Alright. We're gonna shoot the machine gun under Vogel down to Gordov. And that is 8, command 9, elevation 10. 10 plus. Oh, come on. 13.
I've got 6. 6 and 8. He's all right.
Okay. The greens. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the greens under Vogel can get to your SMGs. So they're a 3, 4 command, 5 elevation plus 9 is 14.
I've got 8. 8 and 7 is 15. They're all right.
The elite rifles here will shoot the same target. They are a 5 elevation 6 plus 13. Event. Blaze! We got fire! Alright, random hex is right in the middle of the battlefield. Okay. So we'll grab a fire. Fire there. Okay. So 13 to them.
To them.
Yes.
I've got 8. They break.
Okay, so they're done. They're done. Let's do the conscripts don't have range, so the light machine gun up here will shoot at the same target there. So it's 4, elevation 5, plus 5 is 10.
That's the broken SMGs.
Yeah.
They've got 6. They're alright with an event. The event is interdiction. Suppress one unit in a hex with less than 1 cover. I may as well suppress your team with the IG gun at the back.
Okay. They are suppressed. Okay. I think that's all the shooting that I can do. Let's see. The conscripts don't have 1, 2, 3. They don't have ranged anything. They shot the light machine gun. Weapon team doesn't. So that is all for that fire. I will draw up and send it back to you.
Right. Discard 1, discard 2, discard 3, draw 1, 2, and 3, and it's you.
Okay, we'll do a recover. And Vogel should be automatic, but here he is. An event. Battle Harden. Do the elite rifle next door is a veteran. There we go. He rallies. Alright, next order. We'll play a fire once again.
Mm-hmm.
This time we can get everybody in the party. So activate all those. We'll do the IG down here first. He will target Gordov.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So I need a 9 or better target. And it's a miss. The IG up here will target this SMG.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So it's 6 or better. It's a hit. The event. Recon, what is your secret objective?
5 is worth
Ooh.
5, so 5 more points to you.
Alright. Always the 5s. So
Indeed. We're still determined to go for those primary objectives.
Clearly. Okay, so I've added 5 victory points. So now the fire for effect is a 12 plus 1
Plus
for
height.
Yep, 13 plus. So 17 with a sniper. The sniper will break the one right next to him here.
17, you say, and I've got 6. 6 and 11, it's 17.
John, you're killing me. Alright.
No, you're killing me.
Ah, you're avoiding it apparently. Alright, let's try the machine gun here. Same target, so it's 5 with elevation plus 9 is 14.
I've got 5. 5 and 8 is 13. They're gone with a sniper. And the sniper is...
Oh!
I want Schrader.
Okay. Schrader is a broken.
So that suppressed unit is dead.
2 more victory. 2 more. Alright, the elite rifles with them, with that machine gun, will shoot here. So it is 6 now with 7 for elevation.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 7 is 14. Event. Another fire. Uh-oh. It destroys that wire. It becomes a problem. Okay, so pull that off of there. And we'll put some fire right there. Fire on the hillside. One of the shells came out and lit the dry grass. So 14 to them.
To the broken SMG squad,
Yeah.
I've got 6. 6 and 9 is 15.
They vex me so. Alright, so the greens under the machine gun with Vogel can reach there now. They are a 5 or 3 plus 2 plus 1, so 6 total. Same target. 9.
Sniper. Come on. That's the urban sniper to me.
Okay. Alright, so we'll do the heavy machine gun. Same target. It's 8. Command 10 is and elevation is 11. I'm going to throw in sustained fire. We get 13 plus. We will break that thing, but we will have a time advance. Unless you would like me to re-roll it.
No, I'll take that.
Okay. So,
Broken heavy machine gun is always handy.
sure. Okay, so I'm doing the time advance. I'm resetting my deck. There is no smoke. There are no... You've got reinforcements, and I will take a victory point.
And I'm not digging in.
I will dig in. I will throw in a dig in. And we'll put that... That's the higher priority, so we'll put it there. Okay. So you've placed yours there, and now you've got a 23, I think it was. 25. Yes.
25. Instant kill against that broken team. Broken squad. Nothing happens.
Okay.
Take 2 more points.
All right. That is all of my cards. So next order, drawing back up. And it is to you, sir.
You're on 18. Holy crap. I'll play a fire order. I'll activate all of these guys. And I'm starting off with captured German heavy machine gun for 8, plus the medium machine gun for 9, plus 1, 2, 3 additional is 12, minus height is 11. Targeting the IG gun. 11. 11 and 3 is 14.
We are a 10 and a 12. So 10 plus, they're good, and 12 plus, they're good.
Now, the rest of the fire group. For 8, command 10, with 8 additional is 18, minus height is 17. 17 at the same target. 17 and 9 is 26.
All right, as we point out, we're 10 and 12, so 10 plus, they break. 12 plus, got an event, they break also. My surrender level went up, hooray! We're gonna need it. Both broken.
Right, that's good. Next order. Play a move order. Activate them. Go. 3,
Okay, go ahead.
4,
All right.
5,
Okay,
6,
you got
and play smoke grenades.
it. All right.
Doesn't really matter, but I'll put it on the rubble. Smoke 7. Handy. Next order. Clean up. Draw 1, 2, 3, and it's you.
Do a move order.
Right?
activate Herzog. We'll move them 1 because they've got an extra bonus point with him. And then the rest of the crew here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to there. Next order, do a recover. And we'll get rid of the suppression marker, which probably should have done that first, but that's okay. Let's start with some... Let's start down here with Schrader. He's in the open, so he's a 10, and he rallies. And then we've got the weapon team with the 33 is a 13. They rally. And the conscripts are a 9. They rally. That is all. And we'll draw back up, and it's you.
Play in advance. Activate them. They'll advance there. Next order. Play a fire. Activate all of these guys. We'll target there. And we'll fire the German heavy machine gun for 8, the medium machine gun for 9, the 3 at the back for 12, minus height is 11. 11 and 3 is 14.
Right. So 10 and 12 again. 10 for the squad. They're good. 12. They're good.
Same target. 8, command 10 with 8 additional. 18, not 17 at the infantry gun. 17 and 4 is 21.
Okay. 10 and 12 again. 10 plus. Breaks. And 12 plus. Breaks as well with a sniper. Sniper, and we'll check the heavy machine gun on this.
Yep.
Sniper will not break mine, and it's a 3. What does that do to my heavy machine gun? It
repairs it.
Repairs it. Okay. Go, and we'll take to the German side of the urban sniper.
Right, that's that. Next order. Clean up. Draw 1, 2, and it's you.
Do a recover. We'll start with the weapon team. They're 13. They make it. Event. Battle harden. We are going to make them veterans. Because they've seen
Who's
stuff.
them?
Oh, the weapon IG-13 crew. Yeah.
Right.
So they rally. Hopefully. And then the conscripts are 9. They rally. And that is everybody. Next order. I'm going to do a fire order. And as usual, this cruise. Alright, we've taken enough fire from these machine guns back there. So we're gonna shoot this IG-33 at my old heavy machine gun.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Range 6.
It's range 6 and the 7 or better. It's a hit with a sniper. Sniper does not help, so I will take the urban. Alright, so it is then a 12 plus 1 for elevation. Yeah, we'll do 13, and I'll throw in the urban sniper to make it 15. So 15.
13.
15
12,
plus.
all right, 12 plus 1 is, yep. 15 plus.
15 plus. 23.
I've got 9. Daybreak.
The other IG-33 will target this one at
Right.
range 8, so it's a need a 9 or better. Oh, reset that. There we go. 9 or better. That's a miss.
That's a miss.
Okay. The heavy machine gun under Vogel will now shoot at the broken heavy machine gun down there. So it's
1, 2, 3.
So just the heavy machine gun itself, 8, command 10, elevation is 11, 11 plus. How do you feel about that?
Let me just check. $11 plus. Oh.
Okay. So once again, it is 11 plus 5, 16.
I've got 8. 8 and 8, they're suppressed.
I'm going to have you re-roll that.
8 and 10, they're all right.
Jeez Louise. Alright. Cannot. Alright. So we're going to do the light machine gun up here, targeting the same heavy machine gun down there. So it's a 4, 5 with elevation plus. There we go, 16.
I've got 8. They're good with a sniper, and the sniper has no effect, giving me the urban sniper.
Alright, so conscripts cannot. Greens are done, that's all done. Vogel and the greens will shoot into the bunker there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 5 or 3 command 5, elevation 6 plus 13. Here's the event. Interdiction.
Interdiction. Air. That's
That's a break. Right, of course. Yes.
Air support.
So here's the air support roll. Oh, so break them. There we go. And it's a 13 to that stack.
Right, let's just check the values.
I think it's just
that's
3
all trigger
triggers.
checks.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Alright. The light machine gun down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they can target the guard's rifle, so they will. So it's 5 with the elevation plus 6 is 11.
I've got 8. They're good.
Alright. And then the elite rifles with them, they have range 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, just barely have range now. They're veterans. So it's 7 with the elevation plus 6 is 13.
I've got 8. They're good with an event. The event is Fog of War. Right, I've got 6 cards. So which card do you want?
I would like number 2.
That's Command Confusion, hand grenades.
Okay. And I've got 2.
I'll take your second one.
The second one is an artillery request with a dig-in. It is gone now.
Right.
Okay, so that was you passing that one. And last but not least, they don't have any range, so that is all for the fire order. That is all. Drawing back up, and it's to you.
I'll play a recover. That could have been bad if you'd drawn that. Right. So the weapons team with a heavy machine gun is an 8. They rally. The guard's rifle is an 8. They rally. That's everybody. Next order. I'll play a fire. Guess what I do?
I'm guessing an 11 and a 17.
Well, this time I've got 8 with 1, 2, 3, 4 additional is 12. Sustained is 14. Urban Sniper is 16. So that's 16.
-1 for elevation.
Yep, that's 15. Targeting there. 15. That's 22 with an event. And the event is field promotion, which has no effect because I've got no broken units.
So we are a 10 and a 13 now. So 10 plus 18, he breaks. And 13 plus 24, he's okay.
Oh, piss off.
John! This is a family show!
Yes, I know, but sometimes things slip out.
You know you're okay.
Okay, same hex. 8 command 10 with 8 additional is 18 minus 1 is 17. That's 24 with an event. And the event is Commissar, which has no effect.
That's a shame. Okay, so we are 9, which is almost foregone they're going to die. But we get a sniper. Can't take someone with us. That's unfortunate. Alright, German increase on that.
And 2 points to me.
2 points to you. Eliminate. First Germans. Alright, and then we've got 13. 13 plus 23, and you had 24, so they break.
It could be dead. That's everybody fired. There's no point in firing the mortar. Next order. Draw 1, 2, 3, and 4, and it's you.
Alright, we will continue to fire. This time we'll just do these units. We'll start with the machine gun first, under Vogel. So it's 8, command 10, 1 for elevation, targeting your heavy machine gun, my heavy machine gun. 11 plus 8 is 19.
I've got 9. 9 and 5. They break.
Alright. Let's see if... Alright, so we'll shoot at the other medium machine gun then. It's a 4. 1 for elevation is 5. Plus. That breaks. Okay.
This is trigger check.
Trick check. There you go.
Nothing happens.
Alright. We'll do the elite rifles then underneath them. We'll continue to shoot at the medium machine gun there. So it is a 7 with the downhill plus 11. And we have a sniper. Sniper will increase mine to 4.
I've got 8. They're good.
I'll just go ahead and go with Melikov. It's from the greens under Vogel. So it's 3, command 5, elevation 6, and then I'll use the urban sniper, another 4 to make it 10.
Right.
10 plus 17. An event. Sappers. I will not remove any wire.
Right, so 17. So that's 3 trigger checks. 1, 2, 3 with an event. And the event is shell holes. Place foxholes in a random hex. The random hex is no effect because there's already wire there.
Alright, that's next order. I will play an advance from Herzog. And he will activate these units here. They will go to there. He will go to there. Oops. He will go into that hex with them, and the pioneers will go to there. Next order. Drawing up, and it's back to you.
An advance order. I'm activating these guys with a heavy machine gun, and they advance there. Next order. Play a fire order. Activate all of these units except the one that's already been activated, obviously. I'll throw everything at Vogel in one shot. So that's 8 command 10 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 22 minus height is 21. What are the cards like? I'll have to take that because it's at 10 anyway. So that's 20. That's 33 and time. So click the time button. You get a victory point.
Alright. And you have a smoke out there, I believe.
Eh?
You've got one smoke marker under your Kovalev.
Oh, that's right.
Reset your deck.
Reset my deck.
And Dig-ins, I guess, is inactive player. I will go first. So I'll play a Dig-in. And I'll put foxholes here with Herzog. And, okay, so it's just 2 trigger checks, obviously. So squad first, or team, breaks. And Vogel breaks. Okay.
Right. Next order. I will route you. So we've got 4, 5, and 4 is 9 for the team. They're suppressed, and Vogel's a trigger check. That's a sniper.
Oof.
Which will break your eye. Hold on. No, I'll take the urban sniper. So that was next order.
You still had one more. You have the weapon team under Herzog.
Oh, right. Thank you. They're a trigger check. Well, they could have been a 12 to be
That's true.
suppressed, but I think I might have re-rolled that. Right. Clean the map. Draw 1, 2, 3 cards, and it's you.
Alright, I'm going to do a move order.
Mm-hmm.
We'll move Vogel. I gotta save Vogel, so Vogel will go there. So next order, I'll draw back up, and it's to you.
Play a fire order. Activate all of these guys. Target there. 1 humongous fire group. 8 command 10 with 12. 12 additional, which is 22 minus height is 21. That's 27 with a sniper, which has no effect, giving me a boost on the urban sniper.
It fixes my light machine gun up here. And they are gone, but it's a trigger check. There you go. So you get 1 point.
Right, next order. That's that. Draw a card, and it's you. Right, I think we should just have your turn, and then that's a convenient place to end.
That sounds like a plan. I'm going to keep it simple. I'm just going to discard 2 and draw back up.
Right.
And I'm good. So yeah, we'll stick a pin in it here. I'm going to stop the recording. Hey everyone, Patrick here. Sorry to interrupt the game. As you can see, that John and I recorded this part on the 4th of July. The intention was to get together the following week, or 2 weeks. I had a scheduled appointment the following Monday, which was our usual get-together time. So yes, the goal was, I think, on the 18th we were going to get together and record the second part of this. And I've left everything as it is, because you can see that we're about halfway through the scenario, and things are actually going pretty swimmingly. I started the episode with the explanation that John was still undefeated playing against me. So this was a big day. I mean, this was potentially the very last scenario in the Stalingrad Campaign. John was on the cusp of taking it all for a second time. Sorry if I'm spoiling that for you who have not watched the first playthrough, but John took that first campaign quite handily. This one was going a little longer, and we were to this third game, and as you can see, I got a pretty stout lead there with 16 points, so I was feeling pretty good at this point. So let me bring you all up to speed for those of you who don't know. I'll give you a kind of a timeline of events. We did not play on the 11th because that was when I had a scheduled appointment. So that week, that was Monday the 11th of 2022. Well, prior to that, John had, for those of you who are not already aware, the reason I record all these videos is the opportunity to advertise the amazing community that we've built for the last 5 years on the Combat Commander ladder. And I think that shows through with all the games that I demonstrate when playing all the other individuals that you've seen recordings for. And John, being a huge Combat Commander fan, is a natural fit. He was just an absolute perfect fit for the Combat Commander ladder. And he and I had known each other for a few years, just kind of off and on in passing on Board Game Geek. I'd asked him some questions and gotten some answers, and just that's the way the online gaming world works. You either do interact with people or you don't. He's not very much on social media, but I think it was just in some correspondence last year in 2021 during COVID, that I found out he had been playing lots of Combat Commander using Tabletop Simulator with Phantom Earthswipe, who's out there, Mr. G. Having no success getting Mr. G to join the Combat Commander ladder, I figured, well, a dynamite resource like John McClintock, I would give him a handwritten invitation. And so I emailed him. I don't know what I did. I went over and above and said, hey, you really need to be part of this Combat Commander ladder. This is your people. And to my great surprise and pleasure, he accepted. And this was in November or December of 2021. And I let him know that we have a Discord server, a private Discord server. So there's 100 people out there and when he heard there was 100 people, it was a captive audience that would all be willing to play Combat Commander for any kind of pickup games. Well, that was it. He was sold. So he signed up. I sent him the Discord information, and he was on that very day. And true to his word, in the lead up to his first game, I think he had not only played against me in January, I think, he played to celebrate his birthday. And I only found out it was his birthday, his 59th birthday, just in happenstance as we were playing it. But he wanted to play his 500th game of Combat Commander with me, and it was an incredible honor. I mean, first of all, who plays one war game 500 times, right? But to just this guy that barely knows me and I barely know him, he's watched a few of my videos. Obviously, he saw something, and he was interested in having it recorded for posterity. And I I jumped on it, and you've seen the fruits of that. That is out there on the channel. Feel free if you haven't watched it. It's a great game. It's from the Stalingrad Battle Pack. Sea Devils, which is John's favorite scenario, hands down. He's told me many times. He did what no one else has done, short of one other person, I think. He managed to succeed in winning his first 7 games on the Combat Commander ladder. He went 7-0. Just worked his way straight up the ladder from bottom to top. And this month, that Saturday, he and David Pepin from Canada faced off for the championship. It was incredible to watch. I mean, there was a Discord room filled with about a dozen people just watching in. We were all crammed into the same vassal room and just watched these 2 amazingly skilled Combat Commander players duke it out. The scenario is at the crossroads. John was playing the Germans as the defender. It was about 3 hours. I mean, it seemed a lot faster than it really was, but it had everything, as any good Combat Commander scenario game should. In the end, John triumphed. He took the crown away from David Pepin, who is, I think he was on a 3-month streak there at the top, and John won the whole thing. Just straight shot, 7 games. Very humble about it. Proud, as we all learned, but humble. And we say proud because he would correct you when it came up, and he was asking me for some statistics from my database about it. He and I spoke on Monday. He just had some corrections. He was asking about what is the nature of this streak that he did. Has anybody done it before? How many games? What was the longest streak other than him? And he was quite proud of this achievement. And he had every right to do that, because that was for somebody to just come in, never played a game against anybody on the ladder, and just go right to the top and win. Well, there you go. I mean, that's a testament to his skill. In the meantime, in the 7 months while on the ladder, I think he had amassed almost 200 plays of just pickup games. That's, I mean, if you're doing the math, that's like a game at least 3 or 4 times a week, sometimes multiple times a day. We have several folks on the ladder, and those of you who are watching this, you know who you are, that are retired, or they just have the inclination to be on the Discord server all hours of the day. So there's always something going on, right? That's going to play prominently in this story about what I'm going to tell you. So John was online every day. You go on the Discord server, there's John's avatar, little green light. It was almost a comfort where I have the Discord application on my phone. He and any number of people would be in a room playing a pickup game. I'd be at work or something on a break. I'd jump in on my phone, or even on long trips. That was the most fun thing. On long trips, I could just use my unlimited data plan and listen to Discord on the road and listen in on these games and just hear what's going on, the banter, the strategy, you know, doing the theater of the mind with this Combat Commander play. It was always just engrossing, whether you're watching it on the screen or not. And of course, you're listening to the Scotsman, right? You know, John has this very unique cadence, and his delivery is very precise. And as you can see in all these videos, you know, there's a right, and then he tells you what he's doing. And I mean, there's just no mistaking it. So, always fun. He won. He and I chatted briefly about some stats on Monday the 11th. Even though I was unavailable to play, we were still able to chit-chat. And then he had a game with Steve, one of the other players, on Tuesday. Steve's on the West Coast, so it was late afternoon Pacific time, I believe. So he's about 8 hours separated from John. And so I guess they played a game. And then on Wednesday, the 13th, I guess it was, yes. Wednesday the 13th, one of the other Johns on the ladder indicated that he had a scheduled game with John, and John did not show up. And for any of you who know John, apparently, You know this is a significant deal. Whenever he and I would schedule our next game, it was never put into his Google Calendar or whatever. He was scheduling you in his diary. So he had a combat commander schedule diary, and everything was written down. His appearance was always prompt. He would usually set up the vassal room for you, and everything was great. Well, John indicated that John McClintock did not show up for an appointment, and that seemed unusual, and yes, indeed it was unusual. So I looked on the Discord server, saw the little idle indicator, and I thought, well, maybe he's busy, he's got a family engagement, something's come up. We all have something coming up, right? So Wednesday evening, we sort of just discuss, hey, what do you think we should do? And I was like, well, let's give the benefit of the doubt, see what happens. Thursday morning, I woke up. First thing before I went to work, I sent John just a little text message through Discord, and it was still idle, and of course did not get a response. And at that point, when I got to work, I decided we could actively try to boost the signal a little bit, see if there was anybody out there that was local, that knew anybody local that could just kind of reach out for him, just to see, check on welfare. And Steve, being a retired police officer, and myself working in the public safety environment, realized that maybe we should get some other folks involved locally. So that's when I went online, and I knew John's home there in Scotland. I had everything basically but his street address. I had his telephone number that I got as a Facebook friend, and I knew what city he lived in from our conversations. So I called his local police department. The first call I made, I was on hold because they were very, very busy. So it was a non-emergency call. No sense making it more dramatic than it probably was, because surely something was easily explained away. On that non-emergency line, I was on hold for about 15 minutes or so, and at that point I had to step into a meeting at work, so I hung up. And then I came back after the meeting about 20 minutes later, and I called again, still the non-emergency number, but this time they had press 1 for this, press 2 for that. So press 1 for missing persons. Well, this seems like a missing persons case, so I pressed the button and was on hold for just about 30 seconds or so. Spoke to a very, very nice Scottish lady, and she took all the information, trying to explain the nature of this missing persons. Yes, we are online friends, and I have a ladder competition where we play war games, and it is just, but you could probably understand that there's a humorous nature of trying to explain the idea of, when she asked, she said, what's the nature of this competition? I'm like, well, World War II squad level, it doesn't matter. It's just it's a war game. And she took the information and said that they would try to look up his address from the mobile number that I gave her. And she gave me a case number, and I went about my way. And that was Thursday, Bastille Day, July 14th. And I went, had my evening, and you just start getting that sinking feeling. Still no contact from John, from anybody. We were all asking around and reaching out to other contacts that we knew that knew him. So Friday morning, I had even gone so far Thursday, before calling the police, that as I mentioned, I had his mobile number, and I called his cell phone, and it rang and just went to voicemail, and I didn't know what I expected, but I had hoped. So Friday morning, I figured, well, there's no news, so I probably should follow up. And before I did that, I actually went back onto Facebook, and I reached out to, I was looking through some pictures, and I saw there was a picture of John and his sister, and it was linked to her, so I used the Facebook Messenger to just send a quick message and just indicating that friend from the United States, online buddy, haven't heard from him in a day or two, everything okay, etc., etc. And then I called the police department again. This time I had the case number, and I was on hold for a few minutes as they transferred me to, I guess, a local inspector, and he indicated that he asked if I had been in touch with John's sister. He specifically mentioned John's sister by name, and I said, well, as a matter of fact, I just texted her this morning, but I had not heard back from her yet. And he said, well, I would need to put all inquiries through her, through the family. And I said, hey, that's okay. You've kind of given me the general information that I need to know, and I'm just happy that the family is involved at this point. And a few minutes later, I got a phone call. And it was John's sister, and she had indicated that our worst fears were indeed correct. We don't know exactly what happened, but he was there, and they found him. And, yeah. So, she'd asked me just to kind of give her a little bit of time, maybe a day, to get in touch with some of the other family members before I made it widely known. So I tried to keep it under vest, but several people were trying the same thing, and it did get out quickly, and that's going to happen. So once I broke the news to the server, the latter members, as you would expect, it was a bit of grief, a bit of sadness, especially for someone who was so incredibly active and so incredibly generous with his time and advice and tutelage to you for a game that he absolutely loved. Hard to use that past tense, John sadly passed away at the age of 59, leaving many thousands of Combat Commander games unplayed in the future. You've seen some of his humor show through on here. Of course, my humor with him and knowing him, I think he'd appreciate the joke that, of course this would happen when I'm 16 points up on this last game, of course. But he was an incredible fellow, and we will not see his like again. I don't know what to say beyond that. I'm just showing you here his Board Game Geek page. We had a little memorial that was established for him, and I was able to post just a little simple tribute to him here. And one of the odd things I don't know if it's odd, it's just you never know how much you do and don't know about a person until, of course, it's too late. And just going through and rereading all of his profile information, you could see he was quite descriptive on that. And he paid tribute to me and the channel here, after we played the 500th game on his birthday. So for that, I will be eternally grateful. That was an incredible experience to do that. And he, throughout the day, on Friday, into the evening, throughout the weekend, I then started getting messages directly through Facebook, obviously from people that I'm not Facebook friends with, so it was just usually it was a family member, sisters, cousins. I've heard from his best friend Liam, who was his face-to-face opponent, and Liam apparently always beat John. So I'm just thinking what an incredible player Liam is. But Liam and all of them, to a person, reached out to me and were just indicating how grateful they were for our efforts on the ladder, for my efforts for reaching out to the police and just trying to get somebody in touch. Apparently all of his family had moved away from Scotland. Nobody had any indication that this kind of thing might happen. So they were very happy that somebody was looking out for John. In some small way, I'm glad I was able to help that. I can only hope that somebody would do the same for me. I think it was just easy in the fact that he was such a presence on the server all the time, and that it was easy to notice when he was absent unexpectedly. So we are now without his incredible sportsmanship and friendship. And John, we are going to miss you. One of the very good things that came about that during that kind of sad weekend was one of our ladder members here, David Roy. He has a blog, and he turned this into a very thought-provoking blog entry about John's passing and about the nature of those of us who congregate online into these niche communities, how we just sort of have this basic responsibility to look out for each other and to how we cope, what our coping mechanisms are with loss and grief, and how do you turn something like this that is just so unexpected into, something you can do in the future to help out other people and to just be looking out for each other. And the one thing that kept coming back to me during all of this was the thought of just the simple statement of be kind. Just be kind. Look out for the other guy. It's very easy to go online and tear people down, but we have these friendships that we form, this camaraderie, this fellowship, whatever you want to call it. Communities, right? These communities that we build through our common interests and things that we find entertaining and fun. And everybody should just kind of look out for each other, because this stuff happens all the time. So anyway, I want to thank all of you who have supported this playthrough, this campaign with John and myself. I really wish now that I have somebody asked the other day when I said what an incredible game that John had played for the championship. I really wish I had recorded that just to show people the high level gamesmanship for somebody playing a game that he absolutely loves more than anything. So, if we take any lessons away from this, I'll put a link to the blog posting here in the description below if you're not already seeing it, if you haven't found it yet and you're reading it along. But thank you for indulging me in this little 30-minute explanation of the interruption. Unfortunately, John and I won't be able to do the Normandy campaign that we were so looking forward to doing, but I will get to see him depending on what your personal beliefs are. I certainly like to think that somewhere, we've all been smiling about this on our ladder, that certainly he's out there just throwing challenge after challenge to Chad Jensen, and he's getting all of the combat commander play that he wants. And I look forward to seeing him again at some point in the future. So I will leave you with this. Just be kind. And I will see you soon.